Fall tends to be the season of end, the last of the summer, the time when colors die. But not to Steve Zwaber.
Yeah, I love it. I look forward to this every year.
His autumn drive down an old dirt road signals the start, the beginning of tradition, a tale that starts with Steve's dad.
Back in the mid-'80s, my mom and dad had a cabin up in this area, and they were driving by one day, and my dad saw that view, and he said that reminded him of Lake Tahoe, and he said, one day I'm going to own that land.
Steve dreamed that someday, somehow, the old farm could become something new. And you know what? It happened with the help of a big rig.
So welcome to the meat locker. But this is an old reefer trailer. It used to haul frozen meat in this area. We said, let's make it feel like a real deer camp.
So Steve and his buddies got to work.
We looked for recycled materials, repurposed materials, stuff people had laying around, and then came up as a group, and we got most of the build done in a weekend.
And turned a trailer into a townhouse of deer camp proportions.
Well, for our group, this is pretty typical. This is what you would normally think. We do unique things.
We'll turn it into a bunkhouse, and it'll be a deer camp. It'll be perfect, and sure enough, a little work. It certainly is.
Inside, easy to see why.
This is the meat locker. Got a bar on this end, got our card table with fireplace, and all the bunks down on this end.
Well, if you were a part of the team that built it, you got to pick your bunk.
I think we only had one year where somebody slept on the floor on a cot.
That's the original boys right there, Steve and myself, Johnny, Chad, and my brother Zach.
Oh yeah, that picture tells the other part of the meat locker tale.
Johnny, you want to get some wood with me?
It's pretty simple. It's just hanging out with this group of guys that I've been friends with for a lot of years.
There's guys in this group that I've known since kindergarten, first grade, junior high, high school.
Enjoy yourselves out here. Have a little bit too much fun probably, but that's all right, huh?
It's just spending some time with friends, being out in the woods, out away from the city.
At least until dinner time, when the Zwaber hunters head to town for a thick slab of beef.
We just started this last year.
They celebrate alongside hunters from other area deer camps. A new tradition, just what Steve hoped for.
Camaraderie. We have a great time together. You know, I'm lucky to have a great group of friends.
You know you're going to spend 3-4 days laughing at somebody or something hard, right?
A few groggy hours later,
I think it's time to go for a walk, huh?
hunters take to their stands. Alone, they watch the woods wake up.
Just being up here, and we've all had the opportunity to shoot a deer. It's just a bonus if you do get to get one.
Deer hunting is a great thing, but hanging out with the guys and catching up with families and what everybody's been doing, you hear the laughter in the background. That's the adrenaline for me, and that's the best part of the weekend.
Warm hearts born out of an old, cold storage truck trailer.
Cheddar makes everything better.
A story Steve just hopes will keep trucking along.
Minnesota